The Senior Staff Association Universities of Ghana, the Technical University Administrators Association of Ghana, and the Federation of Universities Senior Staff Association of Ghana have today suspended its ongoing strike following a positive response to their demands by government. The association had declared an indefinite strike on Wednesday to protest what they termed the government's failure to honor a 6-month agreement. However, the association confirmed that the Ministry of Finance had released the letter authorizing the implementation of the negotiated agreement. They are therefore urging all staff members to resume work effective Friday, May 23, 2025. Let's now bring in the Deputy Director General of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, Professor Augustine Ocloo, to discuss two important issues: the recently suspended strike by the Senior Staff Association Universities of Ghana and growing concerns about the improper use of academic titles in public discourse. Prof, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Let's begin with the strike. How challenging was it for government to implement the terms of conditions back in November?
Thank you very much. Let me use the opportunity to show our appreciation to the Honorable Minister of Finance for the quick response to the issue. As you are all aware, the agreement was signed in November, and then we had election. So December election, and then there's change of government. Then ministers have to be appointed. Budget has to be read, which ministers were appointed around February, and then we had the budget in March. So that caused the slight delay in implementing the agreed conditions back in 2024. So to us, even though there's delay, we would say that there's reason for the delay. It was not intentional. Yes. And as you've seen, as soon as our attention was drawn to the fact that they intend to embark on strike, we put in the necessary system to get the problem resolved.
But Prof, did it have to take a strike for it to be implemented? I mean, 6 months duration is enough time to implement their terms of agreement.
I understood that later part of last year, there was a ban on implementation of all conditional service agreement. And as I've rightly said, then there's new government that has to settle and then has to put in all the necessary measures to get these things implemented.
So early on Thursday, GTEC issued a statement expressing disappointment in the decision by the association to embark on the strike. Now, some argue that the association was simply exercising its right. How do you respond to that criticism?
We all know that we have two main categories of doctors. So you have the medical doctors, and then you have those who have the PhD. And the PhD is an academic qualification that you earn, and then you are addressed as such, doctor, so and so. And some people will not even use a doctor, they use their name, comma, PhD. But we also know that there are institutions that are giving out honorary doctorate degrees, even some to the extent of giving out honorary professorship. Professorship is a rank in a university where university lecturers are promoted to. So it is a bit surprising that an organization or institution will confer a professor title on individuals.
Doc, we'll get there. We're still talking about the strike by the three university associations. We'll get to the professorship, but let's talk about the strike. From your perspective, do you believe the association has been unfair to government, especially considering the mediation efforts by the NLC and the Fair Wages Commission?
Rightly so. We think that it was in bad faith because we got the letter from them on Thursday. On the same Thursday, I called the chairman, explaining things to him that we're having a retreat somewhere. As soon as we get back to Accra, we arranged to meet them. And on the letter was dated 12. On the 13th, National Labour Commission actually responded to them that they should stay off action and come for hearing. These are institutions that have been put in place to handle these issues. So if you go against all those, the day that we're supposed to go to the Labour Commission, on that morning, you declare a nationwide industrial action. For me, it was not good enough. Yes.
So the strike has been suspended. How closely will GTEC monitor to ensure that they resume work fully?
Oh, it's standard practice. When you call off strike, you're supposed to resume duty. And we are sure that our vice chancellors would make sure that they are at post from tomorrow, since they have said that they've called off strike. In fact, we expected them to actually call off the strike today, but we got this information to them yesterday. But normally, maybe they have their own procedure.
Yeah,
so
they have called it off.
Yeah, so we are happy that they've called it off, and we expect all of them to be at post tomorrow, because academic work must continue.
Definitely. Let's move on to another topical issue. Now, there's been growing concern about the use of unearned academic titles, and you alluded to it a while ago. Has GTEC received any formal clarification from GUTA president regarding his academic credentials?
No, not yet. We have not received. We are aware that it was an honorary doctorate degree that was conferred on him by one of the private university colleges in Kumasi. And as we are saying, we have to have a system where titles are respected, So if you've not earned it, it's not academic title that you've earned, don't use it. When we agree, you are awarded. So in maybe somebody, like if you go to a place and they want to introduce you, they introduce you as Mr. So-and-so, and they can cite the awards that you've gotten this award from here. We are not against that. But to assign that title to yourself, that is not allowed anywhere. That's all that we're trying to say.
Right.
Yeah.
If he fails to respond or provide clarity, what steps can GTEC take?
We expect him to stop using the title. That is all. We don't actually expect clarification from him, because we have done our work and we know that it's an honorary doctorate. So all that we expect from not only him, but from all the people using the honorary titles.
Are there any sanctions or legal frameworks that can be used to either punish or, to deal with individuals who misuse academic titles?
Yeah, we have the National Education Policy, which clearly stated that they are not supposed to do so. So for legal, we have to consult our legal department and see the next step or the next course of action in case they flouted our directive.
Professor Ocloo, I'm very grateful for your time.
Yeah, thank you
for speaking to us.
Yeah.